we have been very clear to the Assad regime, but also to other players on the ground, that a red line for us is we start seeing a whole bunch of chemical weapons moving around or being utilized. That would change my calculus. That would change my equation. When I said that the use of chemical weapons would be a game changer, that wasn't a position unique to the United States, and it shouldn't have been a surprise.
Some have tried to suggest that the debate we're having today is about President Obama's red line. This debate is about the world's red line. It's about humanity's red line.
I didn't set a red line. The world set a red line.
My friends, it matters here if nothing is done. It matters if the world speaks out in condemnation, and then nothing happens.
Our capacity to execute this mission is not time sensitive. It will be effective tomorrow, or next week, or 1 month from now. And I'm prepared to give that order.
The President believes that the United States of America, for a decision like this, is stronger when you have the time to be able to have the support of the United States Congress and obviously the support of the American people through them. If we don't confront this now, I promise the people of France and Europe and Americans, we're going to see this issue grow.
There was no expectation that this would be, that Congress would be finished with its deliberations over the next week or so. Our action would be designed to be limited in duration and scope.
And what Assad feels in terms of our response will not be a pinprick. He will know it when it happens. This will be more than just what some people have talked about.
Limited military action will not be designed to solve the entire Syria problem.
That is exactly what we're talking about doing. Unbelievably small, limited kind of effort. A lot of people say that nothing focuses the mind like the prospect of a hanging.
We'll keep the pressure on a Syrian regime that has murdered its own people and support opposition leaders that respect the rights of every Syrian.
I personally called the foreign minister of Syria and I said to him, if, as you say, your nation has nothing to hide, then let the United Nations in immediately. Instead, for 4 days, they shelled the neighborhood in order to destroy evidence. He could turn over every single bit of his chemical weapons to the international community in the next week. Turn it over, all of it, without delay, and allow a full and total accounting for that. But he isn't about to do it, and it can't be done, obviously.
We would not be at this point without a credible threat of a military strike, but I welcome the possibility of the development. And John Kerry will be talking to his Russian counterparts. I think we should explore and exhaust all avenues of diplomatic resolution of this.
I believe that absolutely allowing the use of chemical weapons on a significant scale to take place without a response would present a significant challenge to, or threat to, the United States national security interests.
Several hundred of them were children. Young girls and boys gassed to death by their own government. Now, this attack is an assault on human dignity. It also presents a serious danger to our national security. The notion that Mr. Assad could significantly threaten the United States is just not the case.
More on all of that, the Syria crisis, with another special expanded panel later this hour.